Hello Flosstube. This is Amy from Amy Loves Toads. This is Flosstube 28, May 25th, 2019. My boys are out mountain biking and rock climbing, so I figured I could get a Flosstube filmed, and I have a lot to show you anyway, so I'm going to run through it really quick because I'm tired and I have barky chihuahuas. This is take two because they started barking. So, remember P. Roy from Dixie Nash Primitives? And I'm shaking, I'm sorry. Not sorry. I stitched both. If you're new here, I stitched him and this because I loved this. And I put this on the back just because I loved it. And here he is. I filled him with walnut shells. Crushed walnut shells. He is stitched on 40 count because I wanted him tiny. Here's the back. So there's the berries, and I put my initials and the year and his name. And he sits up with a little dog hair on him. I love him. I love him. Look, there he is with my toad. I hope Dixie Nash does more garden critters in her Animal Cracker series. I know she has a rabbit and a bird and an elephant, but I like little garden critters, so. There he is. Love him. Okay, my next FFO, where am I going to put P-Roy? Let's put him over here. You won't be able to see him, but I'm going to put him over here. This is, my table that was here is gone. We pushed the dog food and water bowls back, and that table went back in my sewing room, so I don't have anything I can set here anymore. My next is Autumn Acorns by the Blue Flower. This was a kit from Acorns and Threads. It came with 40 count, let's see, 40 count pecan butter, lakeside linen. And I finished it and turned it into the little pillow. Janine McGowan, who is the Blue Flower, sent me the trim. I messaged her and showed her my finish and told her I was thinking about putting some green or brown trim on it, and she sent me some. She's so sweet. Thank you, Janine. And so she sent me mossy. I forgot what the other color was. And this is called Bird's Nest, and it's a lady dot, and I thought it was perfect because I wanted it to be fall and woodsy. And look at my back, it's like a bark, so it'll go in my fall bowl, but I'll leave it out for a while so I can stare at it. Isn't it beautiful? So this is the silken color, that top of the acorn. That's why I fell in love with silken color. And I want them all. That's number 2. Where am I going to put everything? What should I show you next? So I have a, oh my gosh, it's finally in a frame. And then I have one that I'm a little bit worried about. So let's show you the framed one first. I stitched And a Forest Grew by Rosewood Manor. I finished it in 2017, and I finally framed it. I found a frame at Hobby Lobby because I just wasn't going to get it professionally framed. I can't afford it. But I found the perfect frame. It fits like a glove. It's amazing. I pinned it. I didn't lace it because lacing hates me. I can never get it to lace. But isn't it beautiful? So there it is. Yep. I love it. Finally out of the closet, and it's going to be on the wall. So, and a 4 screw. This is on 36 count. I think it's like a cream, like an antique white maybe. So just linen. I'm gonna put that right there. Okay, my last FFO, I need your help. I think I overdid it. So I stitched Eat Crow by Plum Street. I love vultures. I'm not sure why. Probably the same reason I love toads and slugs. I just love little critters that aren't cute. They're cute to me. So, and this pumpkin is awesome. The black-eyed Susans are awesome. But you know, I cut the pattern in half. So I didn't stitch the back here, and I cut the pumpkin like right where it bends, right there, to make it smaller because this pattern is kind of big. I stitched it on 36 Platinum by Lakeside. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I Priscillified this, and I think it's too much for me because I like simple, plain, not over the top. So I'm thinking of dulling it down a little. So here's my finish. I do love the lace. So I'm gonna leave the lace. Okay, first let's talk about this pumpkin. Isn't it freaking gorgeous? Yeah. And Abby from Abby Bella Stitch, she sent me a silken color. So this is one of my Stitchy Sweetnesses. She sent me, let's see, how does it go? A silken color, so sweet. It's called Chocolate Caramel, and I used it for the lines and the pumpkin. It was perfect. So here it is. I put it on a bobbin. So that's it right there. Thank you so much, Abby. I'm sorry I used it before I showed it, but you know. And then this is the silken color. It's called Mississippi Mud. That was in the kit for my Acorns. So I have 2 silken colors now. So I switched some things around too. I moved some flowers up and I moved some stars around. But I really love this. I like this, but I'm thinking of taking the black ruffle off, and I'm thinking of taking the flower and this off. It's just, I don't know. I'm living with it for a little while. I just did this about 2 days ago, I think. So I'm going to live with it for a week. Because it is cute. I think it's cute, but it's just a little too frou-frou for me, I think. But anyway, I do love the piece so much. Like, I love this. I love that pumpkin. I love him. I love the flowers. It just turned out gorgeous. Gorgeous. So that is my 4th FFO. Lay it down. Here we go. What else? What else? What else? Okay, the rest are whips and starts. Kind of some mania starts and some whips. So they're not in order. So I'm just going to, as I go, I'll tell you if they were a mania start or not. So first, let's do this. First, I think I started this last time. This was a mania start, but I started it. You saw, I think, a little bit of it on my last Flosstube when I had started it. It's Tomato Dame. It's Plum Street. Some people have asked me about it. It is, or was, an exclusive pattern for Dying to Stitch last year in 2018. And I don't think they have anymore. They might. You could call Dying to Stitch. They're in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Look them up. But she may release it later. It was just a kit for them last year. And I love tomatoes, so I had to grab it. This is where I'm at. Isn't it cute? That wagon and those birds. It's got some 1/1. Their beaks are 1/1. And the tomato is perfect. So I'll have to hang this in my kitchen. Maybe I can make my kitchen tomatoes. Tomato themed. Right now it's sort of beach industrial, like my brushed thing, but then my aqua on the wall is sort of beachy, so even though I don't like the beach, I like the river. Okay, my next one is a mania start, which I accidentally started. There is a stitch along for this. Diana, let's see, it is Kismet Stitches is doing a stitch along, and I didn't know what the date was. I thought it had already started, so I went ahead and started it. But this stitch along does not start till, what is this, May? So it starts June 1st, I think. This is HL's Moth by Kathy Barrick. And see the lines. The original, this was like a reproduction that she did. The original had those lines. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to sew that and that separate, and then sew them together. I started this on 36 count Oaken by Picture This Plus. This is where I have gotten. So that whole wing, this whole wing right here is done. And I will not work on this again until June 1st. Oh, okay, so Diana's starting it, and Heather from Link is My Homeboy is starting it. And then I know another person is starting it on June 1st, so I'll work on it with them. So that's Mania Stitch Along. That will come back out in June. I worked on this one day because I need to get it done before Christmas. I'm only doing the 5 bottles here. I started this bottle in flowers. This is a Dimensions kit. I switched out the Ada for 28, some kind of 28 even weave. I think it's Jobelin. So there's my other bottle with the start of the other flowers. It's beautiful. It's going to be so beautiful. I'm going to have to stitch it for myself because this will be a gift. Or it is going to be a gift, yes. On May 13th, what do they call that? The 13th. When people stitch something on the 13th. Spooky Halloween. I don't remember what it's called, but I pulled out my Halloween drum Halloween March. Who is this by again? Dames of the Needle. This is from my swap on the Stitcher's Coven. I started it. Well, I worked on it. This is 36. Picture this plus. I can't remember what the fabric's called. But I did stitch on this one night on the 13th. So I'll pull it out every 13th, I think, until it's done. And it's not due to be sent until October, into September, October. So I have a while to work on it. So okay, what's next? Oh, okay. My Hade. This is called Mini Top Frog. I don't know who designed it, or I don't know who the designer is, but it's charted by Hade, Heaven and Earth Designs. So I am, hold on, let's see, I'm over here. I always think I'm over here because it's mirrored. Am I here? Yes, I'm here. So you can see some red right there. You'll be able to see the red and the flower when I hold it up. My girlfriend Jennifer, she didn't want her Q-snaps anymore, so I asked her if I could try one so I could just leave it in the Q-snap, and it's working. Rather than take it in and out of the hoop every time, I can just leave it in this and grab it, which is easier. I don't like Q-snaps because they're very big. I'm used to hoops, which are really thin, but I'm getting used to it. And I like that it's staying here. You know, I don't have to set it up, pull it out, set it up, pull it out. I think I worked on this 2 days since I showed it last. And so you can see the red here in this flower. So this right here and right there is the page. No, wait, right there. So I still have a little bit in these columns, and then that column and that column, and that'll be a page finish. It's a lot of work. And this is my little grime guard that Norma made me. Look at the frogs. I mean, actually I think it's a frog and a toad. So I think that's a toad and then that's a frog, and they alternate. So frog toad, isn't it cute? I love it. So there we go. My 10-year project. But it's amazing when you stand back and look at it. It's just amazing how it becomes a picture. All this thread becomes that detailed picture. Okay. Let's see here. My Hawk Run Hollow. I've worked on that a little bit. This is Shores of Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. I am working still on the middle block. I was working on it last night when, here's a story for you. Okay, so our baby Chihuahua, she's not a baby, she's 4 years old. We got her when she was 3. We've had her for about 1 year and 10 months. She has been our most traumatized dog. She would bite us for probably the first 9 months that we got her. She started settling down after about 9 months where she would let us pet her. And now she actually comes up in my lap, gives me kisses, and she still gets skittish and she will snap. But anyway, that's not the story. I'm just giving you a little background on her. Her name is Nellie. We call her the Piranha because she bites. She sleeps with my son every night, and they were headed upstairs last night while I was stitching on my hawk run. So there I am in the middle. I got the anchor done. I got the whole dolphin done. And I'm working on the sails when I had to stop because my children were headed up to go to sleep. We can see the stairs, the bottom of the stairs from where I'm stitching my couch on the couch. And oh my gosh, my husband and I were sitting there and I heard a thump, thump, thump. And I went, I screamed because I knew it was Nellie rolling down the stairs. She's tiny. She's like this big. And she was rolling like a potato down the hard stairs. The stairs aren't carpeted. It's hardwood floors. Oh my God. So I ran over with her baby. I made her a baby blanket. Ran over with her baby blanket, grabbed her up to make sure she was okay. And I just held her and cried and held her, and she was fine. She was fine. But you know how when you fall and your heart just sinks into your stomach, and she's already been so traumatized, and I was done for the night. Done for the night. Like, it traumatized me worse than it traumatized her. I just was like, this was supposed to be her safe place. I've been trying to keep her safe and loved, and now she's rolled down the stairs, and oh my gosh, I went to bed. I couldn't sleep. I was so worried about her. I got up this morning, had to check on her. She's fine. I'm not fine, but she is completely fine. It was so traumatic. Like, I don't know. You probably don't understand unless you have dogs or kids. Like, it was like if your kid rolled down the stairs, I guess. So anyway, I stopped. This is what I was stitching on last night. And that one little bit will probably always remind me of when Nellie rolled down the stairs like a potato. So, this right here, these little, that purple and that purple, that is the floss that Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42, gifted me last year. I think it's called Witch's Brew. Yeah, I'm putting it in the sales. So that is on 36 Old Mill Java from R&R. Okay, this next one was a Mania start. It's called Not Forgotten Farm, Rest Thy Scissors. Love this. And I want to put it in that little box and put my scissors in it. And this is where I got, not far. Very easy stitch so far. With Ursula. This is 36 Mellow. Mellow. If I picture this plus. This was a Mania start. And I have stitched on it a little bit since, I think. Painted Wings, Kathy Barrick. I changed everything except the black, which I'm using 310. The white, I'm using a Victorian motto. I think it's called Fog. So am I holding it correctly? Yes. So that is one of the butterflies so far. No, it's a moth. They're moths. They're not butterflies. So, I'm loving it. I think it's turning out beautiful. This is on a 40 count mystery linen. Okay. And then my Sunday stitch. I think I only worked on this once since my last video, on a Sunday. What is this called? Coastal Holiday Lighthouse, Stony Creek. I'm stitching this on 32. I've got threads hanging off of it, but this is where I'm at. I stitched some more of the green trees and like a little bit under here and under here. that black is my back stitch. Because I'm back stitching as I go. It's my thread hanging off so I can just back stitch as I go. So it won't be overwhelming. This is gorgeous. I love this. And I need to show y'all something out of this in a minute. Okay. Last Mania start. Another Carriage House Samplings. Be My Love. I'm stitching this with Leah Noel, Aviatrix Stitcher, and somebody else who I don't know. I'm changing a lot. Except not the browns and not the leaf color, the greens, but like the brown in the tree and the border. I'm changing her dress and his clothes and all that, but we're not even there yet. So yeah, we're not even there yet. So I picked the blue, stitching it on the blue. This is Luminous Fiber Arts. Took the tag off, so I'm not sure, where is it? Oh, Faded Denim. 36 count, Faded Denim. It's beautiful. And that is as far as I got. Okay. So those are the whips and the finishes. Actually, just, yeah, FFOs. Okay. Now, plans? No. Haul. Stitchy Sweetness. So you saw my Silken Color from Abby Bella Stitch. Let me see. She sent me a little card too. Love this. I want all the Silken Color. And then Karen sent me something. She's from Georgia. Sweetest card with a hummingbird and bee balm. I have some bee balm. It has not bloomed yet, but we have some. Just the sweetest letter. So she sent me this. There is a frog there and there. I will be stitching those. I cannot wait. So here he is on white. Oh my gosh. And then she sent me that needle minder, which I'm excited to use. So thank you so much, Karen and Abby. And Janine for sending me Lady Dot Chenille. Okay, let's see. Let's do haul. So a couple weeks before Mother's Day, Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy had a live sale for Bags Plus, the Floss Buddies. And I watched thinking, I'm not going to get anything. But then I thought, Mother's Day is coming. This could be my Mother's Day present. It'll make me happy. It'll make my husband happy because they hate to shop. They don't know what I want. They don't know anything about cross stitch, and all I want is cross stitch. So I got this one because I love these Bags Plus. Love them, love them, love them. They're already in use. I think this one is, I pulled it out of something. What did I, oh, this one's for my Lighthouse Stocking. And this is a Tula Pink fabric. It's got little moths on it and flowers. And then I got this one, of course, with the frogs. And then, so in the back, you put your pattern here. And then your flosses. And this is going to be for one of my future planned pieces. So, and then I bought another one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's so stinking cute. It was in one of my whips and I didn't show it to you. Did I? Okay. Oh, no. This one is a new start too. It's like in plans, but let me show it to you. Y'all. The dwarfs. I love these things. They are the best things since sliced bread. So anyway, I got 3 for Mother's Day. Okay, what else did I get? I got linen from Luminous Fiber Arts again. She put some on her Etsy shop. This is Misty Purcell. What is this one called? This is Snow Days. It's 32 count. I got a big enough piece to do my sled. Is it Mirabilia or Nora Corbett? With Arlene. I'm going to be stitching the sled with Arlene. So I had to get a big enough piece. But the sled is going to be gorgeous on this. So that is haul and future plans. Well, all my hauls, future plans. And then I was watching, I don't know her real name. Calico is her Flosstube name. She stitches everything that I love. Nature, birds, and she showed this and I had to go get it. Crosswing Collections. And then comes spring. She actually took this picture and the designer turned it into a cross stitch. So if you go watch her floss tubes, it's in her mania. She's doing every day. She's working on her whips and she shows this one in one of her, it's probably one of the middle ones. I don't know what number it was, but it also comes with, well, it doesn't come with, you have to purchase it separately. It's hand-painted fabric, so it's called Birch, and I think it's 32 count, maybe 28, I don't know. Anyway, it's made for it. It was made for it, so it will go with it. So you don't stitch the background. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. So that's all my haul. That's it. Let's see. Plans. Okay, so plans. Today is the 25th. What do we do on the 25th? We stitch on Smoky Mountain Christmas. So I will be stitching on him today. I'm about right there, I think. So I've done this guy and I'm going to work over so I can start the bear. And then I will do the sky, like stitch a little bit here and then do a little bit of the sky. And then stitch a little here and do a little of the sky. So it doesn't get boring because the sky is very boring even though it's beautiful. I didn't bring it out, but because I haven't stitched on it since last 25th. More plans. I signed up for the Dixie Sampler Exchange. It's called the Unbirthday Exchange. Yes, is that what it's called? Unbirthday. I've got my partner. I know what she likes. We know who our partners are, so I cannot show you the pattern, but I will show you what I'm stitching it on, and I'll show you the colors. And then I won't show it anymore until she receives it. I'll take a picture of it, and I'll show you the picture. So I will be stitching it on. Dixie sampler, hand dyed. This is called Vintage Prairie, and it is a 40 count. It's beautiful. And I didn't put my floss on a ring yet, but this is the floss. So we've got some blue, a pink, a yellow, greens, a brown, and a white, and a hair. So this will be my exchange piece. And that's all you will see until it is done. And I think we mail off in the middle of June or the end of June, so I have a month to do it. So I'll be stitching on that a lot. I've been doing the Vanna Pfeiffer morning thing. I know she calls it something, hashtag something. I don't remember what it is. Where she drinks her coffee and stitches in the morning. I've been doing that. That's how I got my acorns done. And the butterfly, I started working on the moths again, the painted wings. I got some of him done because I started doing that, which is nice. Okay. I think two more things. Okay. The lady from mybobbin.com, her name is Olga. She contacted me and asked me if I would pick something on her website, which is mybobbin.com, and it could be anything. Actually, it was probably supposed to be more stuff, but I didn't want to, you know, I just picked one thing. And the thing I loved the most, like the website is amazing. It is huge. Like you could just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and spend hours looking at awesome patterns. Like the patterns are amazing. I think they're mostly Russian designers. And there's kits and there's PDFs. And I happened to pick one that was a PDF. So I got to print it off and have it. And I have kitted it up and it's ready to go. So these are the flosses for the one I'm getting ready to show you that I got off mybobbin.com. So Olga wanted me to like review her shop, and it's amazing, crazy easy, even though it's Russian, it's in English. And it was very easy. Like, and you make an account, so if I lost my pattern or my dog spills milk on it again, you have like a little box there, so your pattern is always there. So if you need to download it again or print it off again, it's there. So, and I love it. Like I was scrolling through it yesterday. It's like window shopping. Oh, and you have like a wish list. So I put a bunch of stuff in my wish list. So after I stitch this one, I'll probably get another one. So are you ready to see it? Go to mybobbin.com. You're just going to be like overwhelmed. You're going to be like, oh, I want that, and I want that, and I want that. So this is what I got. I laminated it in case we spilled milk again. It is in a different language, probably Russian, but the numbers are numbers, and you know the symbols are, you know, you can read cross stitch in any language. So look at the little snail, guys. So I love this. I cannot wait to start this. I picked out some fabric I had. Let's see. It is Color and Cotton, Desert Taupe, 32 count. I had to do a 32 count. You know, I'm usually a 36 or 40 girl, but I have to do 32 because there are blended threads in there. Not too many. I think there's 3 symbols that have blended threads. Here, I'll show you let me show you the floss list. So this is the floss list. Sorry for my shaking. And so you can see the numbers where I've checked. It says DMC and then the ones I had, and I had to go get the other ones. But let's see. So, oh no, I'm lying. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like 7 of them are blends. So not too bad, but that's why I needed a smaller count, because we'll be stitching with 2 threads instead of 1. But I'm really excited, and it's going to go on this. There's some back stitching, so even if like he matches here too much, I think he'll still pop on this. Isn't it cute? Yeah, so thank you, Olga, for my pattern, and your site is wonderful, and I will be back. Yep. Okay, so last thing is I have a question. I stitched these. Oh gosh, it's been, I don't even know how long. 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. I don't know when they came out. These are Lizzie Kate mystery sampler called Very Scary. This is part 1. It was in 3 parts. This was part 2. You can't, it was a mystery, so you really can't see. Oh, okay, this is what it looks like. This is part 3. And this is what the whole thing looks like. That's part 3. I've already stitched this. I put it out at Halloween. So I don't need these anymore, and I want to get rid of them. I don't know how to do that. Do I? And I want to sell them. I don't want to just give them away, but I'm going to sell them for really cheap because I have written on them. You know how you do, like when you need to change a thread, you write on the side, or I don't know. I dulled mine down, of course. I muted the colors. Mine is not that bright at all. I used a darker fabric. Mine's more spooky and duller. Duller, is that a word? More dull. I did some changes. I think I changed, like, I think there's a key right here, and I changed that to a spider. I stitched a spider there instead. So I probably drew the spider on the pattern, not on the actual key where the pattern, but like in the margin. So they are used, but I did not use the buttons. So all the little, like the buttons, where are the other buttons? Let's see. So here's some more buttons. So there's some buttons. I don't know how to do that. Do I do this on Instagram? Do I do this here? Do I sell these on eBay or Etsy or, I don't know. There's 3. So I don't know. They'll like less than $10 a piece. So probably $25 or $20, 25 to, you know, 25 with the ship, you know, that includes the shipping. Help. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay. That's it. Is that it? That is it. Yepper. That's it. Okay. I am going to go stitch on my Santa. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.